What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures in France. And man, I got some cool businesses here to tell you about today. As always, we're going to talk local and give you guys more reasons to go out, support these businesses, give them a follow, but also go show some love. Go on in, purchase, follow, share, all that good stuff. We want to show local love to the local economy, our local businesses. So let's go on and get started. I'm going to turn this camera around and introduce everybody. All right, how's it going today, guys? Thank you guys for coming. So we're gonna go around the table from left to right, and we're gonna go on and start with Aro Holistics with Alex. Thank you for coming, and thank you so much for hosting that awesome vegan dinner the other night. I cannot wait to tell everybody about it. And then we're gonna go on and introduce El Paso Mushroom Company with Maximilian and Aixa. Thank you guys for joining me today. And then to the right, we have Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl with Richie and Bernie. Thank you guys for coming in today. I really appreciate you guys. As always, we're just gonna go on and introduce every business. You guys are gonna do a deep dive into the who, what, when, where, why, what's upcoming, anything you need from the community. This is a great time to ask, and then let everybody know how to follow you. And then I'm gonna ask you guys, what type of marketing do you do? Do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there? And then, are you using AI? That's my new question I love asking everybody. All right, so let's go on and get started. Go on and start over here. No pressure, just kidding. How are you doing?
Doing great, how about yourself?
I'm really good. All right, so let's talk about Aro Holistics. How long have you been around? Where can people find you? I know you have a new spot in Central El Paso also we want to talk about. You're also hosting different cool events and experiences for people to come check out. So I'm just gonna let you take it away.
Cool. So I've been doing the juices for about 8 years.
Okay.
I started off at UTSA. I was actually studying kinesiology, and I was a personal trainer.
Okay.
And I started, training my clients. And not to say that I was like a horrible trainer, but they weren't seeing the best results.
Okay.
And I'm a very I like to make people happy. So I started doing the nutritional part of personal training, and I started doing their meal prepping.
Okay.
And that's when I started doing the juices. The juices were just fruits and vegetables, like a normal juice. And then the clients started seeing a lot of increase, like in energy, better sleep, skin.
With the juices?
Yeah, recovery. And I was like, wow, there's something here. So then I started doing it, and my own health started getting better. So then fast forward, I started studying for my master's in clinical nutrition in San Diego. But
You're from California or El Paso?
El Paso.
Okay.
Yes, and so
Sorry.
I started. No, it's okay. I was like, but mentally, I'm always in California.
Right.
I'm
I hear you, man.
person. But I love El Paso too. But I started studying clinical nutrition at the Southwest College of Naturopathic Medicine. So it was to become a registered dietitian, but an alternative practitioner, and still teach nutrition.
Okay.
And that's when I started learning about more on the natural healing of the body with herbs and different nutritional therapies to reverse diseases like diabetes, obesity, even up to like gut issues, mental issues, kids with ADHD. Like there's different things you can do. And then COVID hit, and so it was kind of a great time to learn herbalism as well, because during COVID I started learning about how to improve the immunity and how to reduce like histamine levels, how to reduce mucus, how to open up the lungs with herbs and natural remedies. So I've always been around that.
Okay.
And then in that time I was still making juice. I just added the herbal part of it and the more of like the medicinal part of the juice.
You're like the juice doctor.
Yeah.
I love it.
So then I started, but all the time I've always been doing juices for like clients. So I have recipes that go all the way up to 8 years ago. I have 108 recipes.
Wow.
Each recipe is made for a purpose, or I'd like to say each juice has a purpose, because each juice is literally a person.
Okay.
And so that's how I started, with one person at a time. And then when I came back to El Paso after like 8 to 10 years, I was trying to find a job in my field in El Paso, and in Texas it's really hard to be an alternative practitioner for nutrition. You have to have an RD, which is a lot more schooling. So I said, you know what, I need some money right now. So I'm gonna start selling my juices, because the juices they always help me, and I love doing them. It's like an art to me. And so then I started doing them, and I kept going to markets and selling out. And I was like, you know what? I'm close to being 30 years old. I think it's time to just either go for my own business or like seriously take on like a career in what I want. So then I started selling these juices that are for my clientele. I started selling them for the masses. Like, this one is for this, and that, and this is why I made this juice for gut, for IBS, for anxiety, stress, and people started liking the recipes, and I was like, okay. And I just started doing that, and I started kind of collecting a lot of like data in El Paso on what people like. And so I have a background like a lot in like marketing and sales and stuff. So as you see, like the juices are not like really
your packaging's awesome.
I like to think that each juice is like a piece of art. So it's all tells a different story. But then I started meeting and networking with a lot of people, like El Paso Mushroom Company. They've been there since the beginning. Since the beginning, I started in El Paso since when I came back, and ever since then I've been so in my juices I've always used botanical medicine. I've always used fresh produce and organic, but like everything, I like to take it a step further and be more transparent. So I use a lot of our produce that we grow in Socorro, Texas, which is where my grandparents are. Where we grow pomegranates, herbs, and all sorts of things. So not only is the fruits and vegetables, herbs, like fresh from El Paso, which is really awesome.
All locally sourced.
But we also use botanical medicine from locals like El Paso Mushroom Company, Amara Sea Moss. We use microgreens from a couple of other people that grow here, and it's cool because now with the shop opening, which has been organically growing by itself, we've been able to not only showcase. It's kind of like a monster of its own.
I bet.
It's like all holistic. A lot of people in El Paso don't know we have these producers and farmers, and the people that they're so passionate about like health that they make the freshest products, and it's became like a home for that. And it's been quite a journey, because it's something that I wasn't expecting coming back home, but I think it all coincides with whatever. I mean, it was time for El Paso to kind of like, and now you see a lot of markets everywhere, and a lot of natural producers and juices and
and I think El Paso is more health conscious nowadays too, you know, where like we used to be voted like the most obese, we're one of the most obese cities in the nation and things of that nature, and now like everyone's biking and running, and there's run groups, there's mommy stroller groups, and they're going out and they're hiking, and so it's cool that we're more active as a community, which is awesome, right? Our health is taking the forefront, which is amazing. And so to be able to have local businesses like this and to know about them, El Paso, so that way you know where to go and get them, that's all the best, right? So if you want to tell us a little bit about like what are these juices today, what are they good for, you know, tell us more about that.
Cool. So like I said, each juice is made for a purpose or a person, so each one, think about it as like a person that has issues, right? So this one was the first juice that I made with their lion's mane. It was actually one of my clients who had brain fog. So I called it beet fog, and it's gonna have romaine lettuce, apple, cucumber, beets, lemon, lion's mane, and ashwagandha. And that was the first time I ever used their lion's mane. He also wanted to improve his blood pressure, so we do use beets, and also intake his greens, which he said he doesn't like to eat greens. And honestly, 80%.
I was gonna say, how many people really eat their greens?
80% of my clients hate fruits and vegetables. So I make the juice tailored for also to taste good. So not only are they nutrient dense, but they taste super crazy.
Not like just like earth.
Yeah, no, like not just like ground and pound. Like, all right, let's just take this shot because I know it's good for me. My juices have been curated to mix the acidics with the sweets, and also I'll be under 25 grams of fructose, which is a natural occurring carb. So it's it could be safe for like a diabetic to enjoy juice, which a lot of diabetics can't. And then also if they are really diabetic, then they have to also add fiber to it so their insulin doesn't spike like too heavy. But we have that one, and we have this one, the Chill Pill Lemonade. This was one of my favorites. I barely just made this label. So like I'm very into like art and music and stuff. So like this is my way of being artistic as well and creative. But it has lemon, lavender, chamomile, boswellia for inflammation of the joints. It has blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, acai, maca root, and also has superfoods.
Okay.
This one right here was actually made for, it was a previous juice called Bella Vera, and it used to just have aloe vera, lime, coconut, and honeydew melon and fennel for like the gut health. Nice. It was actually for a woman as well. Fennel is super really good for balancing like your hormones as well. But fennel seed can also help with like kill off that bacteria, kill off the parasites. But this time I actually ended up getting soursop and senna. Soursop is very it's anti everything.
I never even heard of that.
And it's very hard to find.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start using it and have fresh leaves for people who antiviral, kills free radicals in the body. It's a very it's a really good antioxidant fruit, and the leaf. And the leaf we're gonna make it into tea. But she came and grabbed this one of my clients this week, and then this one is a very special one as well, because it goes back to like my family and what we used to grow. So it's funny, like life tends to go full circle. And I used to grow up with, my family is from California. And so whenever they would go and travel to California, they would bring luggages full of fruits, vegetables, seeds, and they would grow it right there in Socorro because they said the land was too dry. They didn't like it how it looked. So they used to grow. So my home right there in Socorro looks like a California home with all these things like growing from it.
That's
like
so cool.
Herbs, like it's funny. Like
a
my grandma
garden.
grows everything. Anything she puts in the ground grows.
Wow.
So this one is gonna have guava, lemon, beet, strawberry, cold pressed. We used fresh coconut water, so we crack open the coconut. We use the water, and then sometimes we even juice the flesh. And then it has Raamar Simas, who is also our Simas like premium chef. She makes it inside our kitchen. She gets her stuff from the highest quality place, which is St. Lucia. And then it has Mexican white sagebrush, which in Spanish is called estafiate. Estafiate grows in El Paso, so it's also like a native plant in El Paso that kills parasites. I like, if you grew up here, you kind of know what that herb is, because whenever we grew up and had like stomach aches, we would drink a cup of that and we were good.
Wow. What the heck?
And it's very strong. So like, but I mix it in with the juice, and it becomes like I don't know, like a treat almost.
That's so cool. I love it. So these are not just good, but they're good for you. And again, it goes that extra step of like, there's juice recipes everywhere, right? But this is actually like helping you target specific areas that you're trying to work on your individual self. So, and if you're experiencing something, this is definitely the guy that you want to reach out to and say, hey, like Dr. Juice, I have this going on and this going on, and do you have something that can help me? Like the gut health, I know too, everybody is talking about gut health, and so that's really cool to know that we can go straight to you to get that. And then where's your store located?
So our store is located on 230 North Copia, right in the corner where the most colorful building, and then once we're right there on the corner on 2-3, and we're open Monday through Friday 11 to 6 a.m. and then we still do events because that's the way we grew, and I think that's the way it's always going to be, because community engagement is part of our mission as well. We want to make sure that people know that we're not just selling a product. We're out here to really educate people about the holistic health from the whole person, from relationships to the community to what you eat, what you drink, everything. And so we're there to always come ask us questions. And you can go in, and again, you're gonna buy products from different locally sourced businesses direct. So you can buy your mushrooms there, you can buy your juices there, you can buy your sea moss, you can go on and book your vegan dinners or whatever different events. So make sure to stay tuned. And how do they follow you to see what's upcoming? So if you want to follow us at Aro _Holistics.
Okay. And do you have any events coming up that you want to mention? And if
the
not,
whole
that's
year. Well, the whole year. But this weekend, I'm doing on Friday. I'll be at Cycle Bar West.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing a fundraiser, and then on Saturday we're gonna be at Live Active at a 5K.
Awesome.
And then on Sunday we're gonna be right here at the Holistic Mercado.
Perfect. I love it. And you could always find out where they're located. And again, if you can't see them, make it to the market, you can go on and ask them on when they can go on, and you can swing on in to pick up what you're looking for. Follow them, support them, and tell them I sent you. Did we cover everything?
I think you wanted to ask about.
Yeah, well, like my question is yes, but as far as for your business, did we cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do a sample.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you want to sample, we can sample.
Yeah. So
And then while we're sampling, I can ask you, what type of marketing do you do? Do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there? And are you currently using AI?
So marketing, I do like to keep the the personal. I like to be very transparent with my marketing. With me, I've seen what works is actually telling the story of like the fruit, the vegetables, everything, keeping it local. So I do my own marketing only because nowadays you can use a lot of tools that make your page look awesome. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, to me, it's all art. So my Instagram is very much artistic, and I'm also big into music. So adding all that, I mean, I have fun with it.
Yeah.
For some people, it seems like stressful. For me, I do like to do it. I have hired others to do the marketing and stuff, and it never comes out. Yeah. Not because they're not good at what they do, but it's because if you're someone like me, you like to have a certain energy towards the post. You wanted to have that song, you wanted to have that color, and with what we do, juicing in the past hasn't been this fun. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to bring the fun out of it because to me this is fun. To me this is my life, right? Yeah. So I make merch like this, I do everything on my own, but that's just because I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And also, you can reach a lot more people when you're being really legitimate yourself.
100%.
And then when they meet you, they're like, oh,
that is you.
Yeah. It connects. And AI, going into that, I feel has made me even more creative. Because even right now, you still have to teach AI at this moment in time to do what you want it to do, right? Mm-hmm. But what you can do is you can make a mock-up, and then you
get
can
an
add
idea, right?
And stuff, and reality, it makes you more creative. So I do use AI sometimes on the labels, sometimes on promotion. Okay. Because our mascot is a pineapple with glasses, which is this one right here.
Yeah, I'm with pineapple.
The pineapple, and the reason we have that is because every time from the very beginning when I started doing the markets, I always had a pineapple with me with sunglasses. Okay. Because it catches the kids' eyes. Okay. So whenever we're at the markets, they're like,
"That's good marketing."
The pineapple, and I'm like, "Come here, come try the juice." And they're like, the pineapple. So ever since then, I gave a name to it because the pineapple had a bandana at first. Mm-hmm. So I call him Pistol. Okay. And ever since then, it's been just sticking with me. And so with AI, I've been able to make the pineapple with glasses, in a car
animated.
Going down, animated going down Copia. You can, and it literally now knows
what it looks like
art like that, and
that's cool.
So that's it makes your ideas into reality. Sure. Sure. So, but yeah, let's see what.
All right, I love it.
Let's try the chill pill lemonade. I'm so excited. No one's allergic, right? We don't want that to happen on camera.
What's that?
No one's allergic to fruits and vegetables.
I don't think no.
This is the chill pill lemonade. This one is gonna be, if you wanna. Yeah. And then this is the one that we actually had at the vegan dinner.
Okay, that one was so good.
This one is gonna be. If you wanna grab yours.
Thanks.
This one is gonna help with anxiety, stress relief. Has blueberry, acai, superfoods, maca.
Mm-hmm. So good.
I definitely drank 2 glasses of this other night.
Yes.
It was so good. Right?
And it's natural sweetness too,
right?
Which is
I like that.
It's not too obviously when you do.
Do you like that, Bernie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Right?
It's great.
He's like, I'm gonna need these at my events. Just kidding.
Yeah. Should I make a Tony the Tiger juice?
Ooh, watch out. Watch out.
This one is the first one, the one that has lion's mane, beets, romaine. This one is called the beet fog. This one helps you fight brain fog.
Dang.
Beets. I love beets.
It tastes like beets, but it also doesn't taste like earth.
And it has
That's my thing. I
12
have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So I like sweet stuff, but I got into juicing myself a few years ago, and I loved it, and I felt so much better, and I wish I need to get back into it.
This
But
one is the
Or just
one
get
with the herbs.
yes, they're so good.
Oh, I mean, juicing is gonna improve your gut, and after that, you're gonna improve your
Everything.
skin, eyes, your emotions. I mean, it goes deep, like, because you could taste the freshness from it.
And you just
know?
feel better, like when
Yeah.
you have it regularly. At least for me.
If we think about it, we're not grabbing a beet and taking a bite out of it, you know?
And a beet is like one of the most healthy things you could eat,
Yeah,
right?
it helps improve nitrates in the body. So a lot of people like to drink it because of the blood pressure support of it. But actually, beets nourishes the gut bacteria even more than fiber. Like just having the vitamins and nutrients. And actually, all the juices we try to do about 109 pounds of fruits and vegetables.
Dang.
So I mean, you've been there when the kitchen is pretty dirty. Huh? It looks like a bloodbath because it's
So
all the
beady.
beads. And honestly, I can't wear white shoes, and that's my favorite color of shoes to wear. So they're all dirty. So
They're all stained.
they're all stained. So it's been hard to keep.
These
them.
are so good.
I know.
This one is a sour sop one. This one I did last because it's the one that has the most, I guess, herbs, and
Okay.
it's very strong.
Okay.
Herby, yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of very good juices here in El Paso, but like to me, they all taste very earthy. You know what I mean? This is, you can taste the earth, but it's not so hard, and it's kind of like in a sweet way. But whatever that sweet is, you know, it's going to be healthy for you.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What do you think of that one?
I like it. It kind of tastes like a melon water with like herbs. like
Yes.
healthy
God.
This one is the most medicinal one out of all these right now.
Okay.
But it is because soursop is a strong fruit, and the leaves we use is strong, but it's so good for the body.
That's good.
But it's like a melon, so I always put like a little sweetness in there these are the juices we sell out to the public and stuff. But when I have clients who come to me and they need something more specific, we do a form. I ask them everything that I would normally ask, like a whole nutritional background, allergies. We even sometimes send them to get allergy food tests.
Oh, wow.
Which I have 2 clients on like that because they have to be super specific. And because we have clients who like their small intestine doesn't work, and I need all that information in order to make them a juice
That's
gonna
so
be good.
cool.
But we do a whole form, and I get all that. I even get like their blood tests and all that good stuff. But those juices sometimes are a little bit more medicinal than these.
Oh, right.
These are for the public. So I know I could say that, but I know the public likes these.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, and through your research and everything, right, over
Yeah.
the years. That's
And
awesome.
all the markets. So I'm up to 261 markets in the past year.
Oh my God.
And pop-ups
In the past year?
in the past year.
Hustling. I love it. That's how you do it, though. You're playing the game and you're playing it right, and you just got to play better than the other guy, is what I tell people, you know? So thank you so much for coming
you for
in.
having
Thank
me.
you. These are so good, El Paso.
are.
Go check them out, order yours, and tell them I sent you. Thank you, Alex.
Yes, thank you guys. And if you tell me Annie sent you, you'll get 25% off.
No way! Get out of here.
So,
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm going to put that down here,
make sure you
too.
put that.
Heck yeah, 25%. Shoot.
Yeah, Annie sent you.
Annie sent you. Thank you, Alex.
I got you. Thank
I
you,
appreciate you. All right, guys. So we're gonna go on and move on over to El Paso Mushroom Company with Maximilian and Aixa. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. I've been seeing you guys kind of all over the place. I had dinner with you the other night. I saw you on the news. So tell me all about your business. How long have you been doing this? What inspires you guys? What are some of the things you guys offer? How can people find you? All the good stuff.
Yeah, you can start off if you like.
Yeah, so we've been in business for about a year now.
Okay.
We started about a year ago here in El Paso in a very, very small space, growing just lion's mane and oyster mushrooms.
Okay.
And just this past summer, so in June, July, we moved into a bigger space around agricultural land in the Lower Valley. So we're right by Riverside High School. We have 2 big grow tents, and we're growing a couple of different varieties of culinary and functional mushrooms for local chefs, restaurants, and then also for the health benefit
Okay.
side of things as well. But I was really inspired to get into mushroom cultivation through my background in event hosting, actually. So about 3 years ago in 2022, started hosting educational events on mushrooms in California as well as Texas, educating the benefits of mushrooms and kind of breaking down stigmas as well. And through these last 3 years, I've seen a lot of large-scale mushroom farms in Los Angeles, in Austin, in Albuquerque, Colorado, and this really inspired me to bring back this sort of cultivation back home.
To our community. Yeah, that's
to
awesome.
El Paso and providing fresh mushrooms for the city and for just West Texas in general. And yeah, I've just been really inspired by their health benefits that I've experienced for my mental health, for my diet, for my stomach health, and now we're here. So
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, and like having grown up in El Paso, there's no fungal education. Like you
Right.
don't hear the word fungi or mushroom thrown around anywhere. I went to like some really good schools here, and I never learned about mushrooms. It was until I moved out of Texas and into California and started researching environmental science that I really started understanding fungi's role in ecology and sustainability and the importance of fungi's role for our world. So I think that really inspired us to bring that back home where it's not really talked about, and there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to fungi and mushrooms, not just on the culinary side, but like he mentioned, the medicinal side, and also the biotechnology side and the remediation side. They're capable of so many things. So on top of growing gourmet mushrooms, we also grow supplements, like lion's mane supplements and reishi supplements, and then we also focus on biodegradable packaging, so making eco-friendly packaging.
What the heck is that?
It's a myco brick.
May I?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It's essentially
No way.
mycelium grown on hemp fiber,
Wanna see
and
that?
mycelium is just the root structure of a mushroom.
That's crazy cool.
Yeah, so we make different types of packaging and furniture and clothing out of
Furniture and clothing
biodegradable
too?
materials. And this is the mushroom that we use, the root structure essentially of the mushroom to create objects like that.
Wow. Wow. So I'm kind of like hearing and kind of wanting to relate it to hemp in a lot of ways, as far as like the different ways that it can be used and how resourceful it is that they don't educate people about, and people maybe have one idea of something and they just assume everything else whenever you say mushrooms, you know. So because I call him the mushroom doctor. I call everyone a doctor, right? Like, I don't know if you know JP and Amy, and they study mushrooms as well here in El Paso, and then of course full circle mushrooms, you know. So yeah, so I've had different guests on to talk about it. So I really, when I found out that's what you guys do, I was like, oh my god, we got to have you on, because there is so many benefits of it. And I also heard, and I always mention this, like from JP, he said whatever the mushroom looks like there's one that looks like a brain, and it's pretty good for your brain when you eat it. Yeah. And so I don't know if that's the same with other ones, because I mean there's so many different types of mushrooms out there, you know. But it's very cool. And even my aunts, my aunt and uncle, they live in Maine, and they've gone on like tours to go look for mushrooms.
Maine is a big mushroom capital.
Yeah?
We actually collaborate. One of our big sponsors is called North Sport for our Mycelium Matters, our organization for education, and they sponsor with a lot of mushroom cultures. They're actually one of our main sponsors for the African Rising Mushroom Festival, and they're a mushroom farm out of Maine, and they're sending $1,000 worth of mushroom cultures to Uganda so that they could start cultivating these mushroom
cool.
species. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys are going to be going to Uganda. When are you going to Uganda?
So we're leaving tomorrow to LA, and then we're flying out Sunday.
Thank you so much for coming in today. What the heck?
Absolutely.
Get to the airport with plenty of time, guys.
Oh, we will.
My friend just told me I think it was Monday or something, she went to the airport 2.5 hours early. The line was outside the airport. She didn't even get past the escalator.
Oh my goodness.
And she missed her plane. She had to drive.
Oh,
Yeah, so get there early. And that's my message to everybody. Get there early, please. Yeah. You don't want to miss Uganda.
I know.
That's such a cool opportunity. And you said last year you participated in this event as well, but it was through digital, virtual. And this time you're going in person. Dude, look at you guys doing work all around the world here in El Paso. That's amazing. Super cool. You guys are so young too. Like, so it's so cool because like we have you. You're not going anywhere. No, I'm kidding. Like, just this, it's exciting to see like, you know, where you guys are going to be in 5 years or 10 years because you're already growing so much in this short amount of time. You said what, since 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah?
2022 May.
Guys, come on. You guys are killing it. That's awesome. So where can people find you? Where can they purchase from you? Where can they reach out to you if they're interested in having you come in and speak at any of their events or pop-ups or whatever it is?
Yeah, so we run an organization and we also run a mushroom farm. Our organization is responsible for like the conferences and the workshops and the festivals, and that is Mycelium Matters. So you can find us on socials at Mycelium Matters. And then you can also find us on our website at myceliummatters.org. And for the mushroom farm, you can find us at El Paso Mushrooms on socials and EP Mushrooms on our website.
I love it. I love it. Is there anything that you guys have coming up after Uganda that you want to mention here? Or anything you're asking from the community? Same for you, Alex. Just I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to highlight two things in regard to Uganda and our journey there. We are asking for donations, so if anyone wants to support us on our journey to Africa, or even support the mission of just educating people around the world to grow a low resource crop, you could do that, as Aixa mentioned, on our website, myceliummatters.org. And there's only one M in the middle. A lot of times people put two M's because of the Mycelium Matters, but it's just one word connecting.
Okay.
And then as far as for the mushroom farm, now that we are currently rolling out fresh mushroom product, any chefs or restaurants in the community that want to source locally grown ingredients, please reach out to us. We have shiitake, lion's mane, oysters. They're very versatile in the kitchen. And this is a new product to us, so we're starting to kind of find a foundation to get this crop out to the community. You can also find it at Alex's shop at North Copia, 230 North Copia. So we're there right now. We have our capsules and our fresh mushrooms. But if anyone wants to buy direct, you can always hit us up on Instagram.
Heck yes, I love it. And how? I mean, these are all questions I'll ask you, right? Like, how often can they order from you, or batches, delivery, all that kind of good stuff? Just reach out, and they'll help you guys get it all lined up and get your orders to you. I mean, there's so many amazing chefs and restaurants in this area, El Paso, Las Cruces, the in-betweens everywhere. So reach out to them and tell them I sent you. And real quick, what type of marketing do you guys do? Do you have any tips or ideas to share? And are you using AI? And real quick, are you guys a nonprofit or for profit?
Mycelium Matters is a nonprofit.
Okay.
El Paso Mushroom is just a company. Yeah.
Perfect. So if you have any tips or advice for either nonprofit or business.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so our marketing is pretty simple, honestly. We do very minimal marketing. We honestly rely on a lot of community and word of mouth. That's how we've been able to run as a business, and also getting a lot of sponsors and support from the community, or for Mycelium Matters, especially bigger mushroom business. The mushroom industry is very small, although it may seem large. It is extremely small compared to that of like cannabis per se or other industries. So definitely relying on community and sponsorships, and everyone has the same mission. So that's how we've been marketing. And then the AI, I don't know. Like if I really need some guidance on something, I will use it for some ideas, but I try to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Just to keep my originality and not talk so much to, and also the environmental damages that has the usage of water. But it is a great, useful resource if you don't rely on it intensely. So it can be useful if you use it appropriately.
There you go.
And I definitely want to build off of what you were saying in terms of marketing. Like, completely just focused on social media right now, but using social media, as she said, to build community. So like we use these platforms to build community online, and then we host events or go to events where we can kind of realize that community in person. And I think that's really important, because there's a lot of people that don't make that translation well. They have, you know, large communities online, they have a lot of followers or friends, but they never, you know, show up in real life. And I think it's important to, you know, we still have this real life reality. It's not all meta. So it's important to show up for the community, and to partner with other businesses and organizations to make, you know, the world a better place. So that's kind of, you know, marketing is social media. I love it as a tool to get word out and exposure. And then in terms of AI, I do use AI. I like it a lot in the sense of finding statistics and factual information with the
deep research.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of having to brush through a bunch of literature or, you know, a bunch of Google pages, you can just ask AI to provide me with statistics or facts on something, and provide the resource as well.
And it'll source where it's coming from also. And are you finding yourself using like Perplexity more for that, or which platform do you like? Which LLM?
I've really just stuck to ChatGPT.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been using it since before GPT-4, and now it's GPT-5, and like I've even incorporated the business account. So now I have my personal and the business account, and it remembers. It stores information you provide it. So, you know, I also like to use that to my advantage when building a brand identity, or building a company, or building a story. It helps to use it as something to bounce ideas off of.
Like an assistant, right? It already knows who you are, how you talk, what you're looking for. You know, it's crazy, but it knows your style, if you will. You know,
right?
And so it'll come out and it'll help you with the, you know, for example, like I'll use it sometimes with my captions. And so it knows my tone and all that kind of thing already, you know, and so I can help it with that. Right. But yeah, so, well, thank you for sharing that, because I'm just curious, you know, because I work in marketing, and I've asked all like my vendors and stuff, oh, do you have any services, or what are you guys doing with AI? And a lot of people kind of look at me still like a blank eye, you know. It's like, what are you talking about? Like I'm talking to a wall, you know. But it's coming, it's here already, and so I'm just kind of curious, like, you know, it's fun for me to kind of see, all right, so like, you know, there's 5 people at the table and one person doesn't use it, or like 3 people use it, you know what I mean? I'm nerding out a little bit over here, so thank you guys for that. And then also real quick, do you guys have any events where like people come over and you teach them about growing, or any of that kind of stuff too?
Yeah. So very occasionally we'll host a cultivation workshop.
Okay.
We've hosted them at Viva La Plant Shop off of Stanton, and La Planta as well.
Very cool.
Down in 5 Points. So we love to work with both of these spaces and work with them to educate others on how to grow your own mushrooms, where you then get to take home your own grow kit and even see it, you know, fruit and harvested and cook it up all at home.
That's awesome.
So we don't have any planned, I would say, maybe in the new year.
We do have some plans.
You just have to stay tuned.
Yeah, do some stuff with him. And then
that's awesome.
We also, another upcoming event we have is we're going to participate at the Tamale Throwdown at Border Grove.
Say again.
The Tamale Throwdown.
What?
Yeah,
how did I not even know about that?
Making some mushroom tamales.
Shut up.
And we're hopefully going to win the competition.
That's awesome. You got this. You got this.
There's a lot of other people participating. But something else I was going to also mention, we do a lot of free presentations and workshops at local schools and elementaries and high schools. And essentially teaching the kids and the school children on the opportunities that fungi hold, whether they want to be a mushroom farmer, they want to be a fungal researcher, a biotech innovator. I just want to inspire the next generation on mushrooms and what they can potentially be in the realm of fungi.
That's awesome. A real fun guy.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Do we cover everything, you think? We got to it all?
Yeah. I was just going to add, if you're a teacher or principal, superintendent, please invite us.
Let us know.
Yes.
If you want some free presentation.
I love it. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Over here, we're going to have Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl with Richie and Bernie. How are you guys doing today?
Well, thanks for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. And,
likewise. Thanks for joining.
So far, this has been so educational.
Right?
Very educational. It really turned me on to some things. And you know what?
Tell me.
The theme seems to be health.
Yes.
Okay? Well, we do a different type of health.
Okay.
Ours is quality of life.
Yes.
All right, which is also very important. The well-being of people.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, we do a lot more than Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Okay, but that is our
I know.
marquee-
We're going to
that is our
continue the
marquee
education
event.
right now
And
too.
Of course, you're 2 years old. Your
Silly.
company's 2 years old. How old is your company?
In El Paso, that's about a year and a half.
So you're not. We are 92 years old. this year.
Jiminy
We've been around-
crickets.
We've been around for a while.
Jeez.
And the Sun Bowl Association was born at the Hotel Cortez downtown. 7 men got together to find a fundraiser for an orphanage.
Okay.
And they decided that the football game would be a good way to do it. So on January 1, 1934, the first Sun Bowl game was played. It was actually played between high schools. It was the Ranger High School, who was a runner-up in the state championship against an all-star team from El Paso.
Okay.
High school team. And that's where it started. That was the very first Sun Bowl game, and like I said, in 1934. The following year it became a college event, and it's been a college event ever since. It was played at El Paso High School Stadium for the first 3 years.
Wow.
When it moved to UTEP, to Kidd Field, which is now their track and field stadium, and in 1963 it moved to the present Sun Bowl Stadium, and it's been there ever since. Again, it is the second oldest bowl game in the country. Only the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles has been around longer. And of course, we keep on telling that the Sun Bowl now it's more than a football game. It's more than just for...
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition, but it's more than a football game. We have something, it's something for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the pregame, the day before, the fan fiesta that's open to the public at the convention center.
The mariachis at the airport.
Mariachis at the airport.
Yeah.
Correct. We have a pregame party on Glory Field across the stadium that's free. Tony the Tiger's there. You can have breakfast with him because we'll be handing out free frosted flakes. And I'll tell you what,
They're great. That's right.
we've had some tremendous halftime entertainment at the game. Post game, we do a lot of things, but the Sun Bowl game itself has 3 purposes. We have 3 purposes. One, to give El Pasoans a quality event. And if you've never been to the Sun Bowl, it is a quality
That's so
event.
fun. Yeah.
Number 2, to give El Paso some positive national attention.
Yes.
And let's face it, most of the time when El Paso is on the national news, it's bad news. Whether it's borders, whether it's the migrants,
Or however
drugs,
they want to
whatever.
portray it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Our game has been televised on CBS now. It's going to be for 57 consecutive years.
Wow.
And for 4 hours, all they do is sing the praises of El Paso while they're doing the football.
I love
And
it.
it's all positive.
That's
And
awesome.
like I said, I don't think there's any other event in El Paso that puts El Paso on a national stage, on a network, not on cable.
And every year.
Okay, every year.
Yeah.
For 4 hours, they talk about nothing but great things about El Paso. That's number 2. And the third, and probably the most important reason that the Sun Bowl exists, is to have a positive economic impact on our city. And I still think that the Sun Bowl game has the greatest it's the annual event that has the greatest economic impact in El Paso.
Sure.
There's a lot of events that come in town, like the Coldplay concert, like
Right.
a lot of things that come here one time. The Sun Bowl every year has a positive positive economic impact, not only El Paso, but southern New Mexico, Juarez. Positive, up to $25 million in 1 week.
Wow.
That are people from out of town they follow their teams here. They stay in our hotels. They eat at our restaurants. They shop in our stores, and then they go. And the money stays here.
Right.
So those are the 3 main reasons that we have the Sun Bowl game. All right. And again, we feature two of the best conferences in the country to come and play. We just had Notre Dame.
I was gonna say, you guys
a couple
bring
of
like
years ago.
big dogs
We
here.
bring some big dogs here, absolutely. We've had 4 Heisman Trophy winners play in the Sun Bowl game.
Wow.
We've had 1,300 first-round draft choices. We've had
1,300?
11 coaches that played in the Sun Bowl that have won national championships, including Nick Saban.
Those are cool stats.
We
Those are
have
cool
some-
stats.
Our history is incredible.
Can't fight the facts.
And again, this year, the last few years, we've had some tremendous sponsors. Tony the Tiger, Kellogg's has been our sponsor. Probably the most world-known mascot when
yeah.
Tony the Tiger appears. And of course, his infamous, they're great.
Yes.
So like I said, that is the reason that the Sun Bowl exists. However, the most asked question that I get when the game is over is, well, what do you do the rest of the year?
I learned this right now too.
Yes.
We're all about to learn something right now, El Paso.
Yes, and again, we are our own nonprofit organization. A lot of people think that we are part of UTEP. We are not part of UTEP.
Yep.
We're our own entity. We're our own 501c3 entity, so we are a nonprofit. But we put on about 16 different events throughout the year. And the closest one to us right now is tomorrow. And we have the Sun Bowl art exhibit.
That's
you
right.
like art.
Yeah.
It's at the El Paso International Museum at 1011 Montana Street. And we have 97 local artists entering a competition. All right.
That's
there's
fun.
100. There's 100 entrants. They had to cut it off at 100 because they needed space in the galleries.
Yeah.
It opens tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Free of charge. There's a little reception. There's hors d'oeuvres. There's drinks. There's a bar, and it's open to the public to go look at all the artwork from local artists. And local at Deming, Las Cruces. They come from over
The Southwest.
and there's financial rewards for the top 7 artists
Awesome.
that are doing. And like I said, it's a great event. We draw about 350 people to go. You would welcome anybody to go out there tomorrow afternoon, 5 to 8, and maybe even longer, just to see the artists. We have tremendous talent here.
I've always said that.
I'm looking around this room here, and I'm looking at some tremendous talent. But anyway, invite everybody. Like I said, and that is probably the non-athletic event that we have. All right, but it is one of our major events. That has been going on for 75 years.
What?
A lot of people don't know.
I didn't know.
The Sun Bowl art exhibit is going on for 75 years. Tomorrow, November the 6th,
That's awesome.
1011 Montana Street
Well-
at the International Museum of Art.
I'm gonna tell you.
You're all welcome.
So Richie reached out to me too about this coolest opportunity I had. I think it was last week or the week before, to go to your all's warehouse where you guys build your floats, because I didn't even know you were part of the Thanksgiving parade. Yeah,
Put it on.
dude, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
That's where I'm going. The parade is 90 years old, 89 years old.
89 years old. And these guys that are putting up these that are doing these floats are amazing. Just a shout out to Joe and Tony, who I got to meet, and they gave me a tour. They're so talented. They changed, and it's a thing. I think they started in April.
We start pretty much in April,
Yeah.
dismantling, the previous year's
The previous year,
floats.
because they're all new
We
floats every
take them
year.
down to bare bones, literally bare bones, and start over again. And it takes. And the night before the parade, I tell Joe, are we done? He said, we're almost there.
To the very end. I
Till the
love
very
it.
end, they're putting the final touches. The very
That's
final
true
touches
artist
on these
right there.
floats.
Yeah.
Building a float is not easy, and like I said, we have this year, I think we have about 23 floats, which is a lot. 23 floats, I think we have 8 bands, plus all the equestrian units, we have all the military units, also we have clowns, we have, show cars, we have,
All
what
kinds
a
of
parade is.
entertainment, yeah.
You know what a parade is? It's on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
It starts on Ochoa and Montana and goes 2.7 miles all the way to Copion. It is a great, it's just El Paso. Like I said, it's the largest event in El Paso.
Yeah.
Because it draws about 250,000 people.
Wow. You guys just do the large, like go big or go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. The Sun Bowl has the event that brings the most money into El Paso and the one that has the largest attendance in El Paso.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've been around 92 years. The parade's been around 89 years. And again, I welcome everybody. Go down there. It's 2 hours long. Starts at 10, 12.
Take the whole family.
Plenty of time to go home and have your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And if you're a Cowboy fan, there's plenty of time to go and watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But we invite everybody to come out on Montana Street and get there early. I'm at the parade route till about 11 o'clock the night before, just to make sure that everything is ready before I go home and get back at 5 o'clock in the morning. And you cannot believe the amount of tailgating that goes on.
Oh, I believe.
Beginning at about 5 o'clock on Wednesday night. And they have their couches, they have their
Yeah, you gotta get the good spots,
their
man.
mattresses, they have their trucks backed up, and they're sitting there cooking. And I go by and say, "When's the manula ready?" Come by about 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's El Paso, man.
Yes,
4
but
o'clock in the morning.
and it's all the way down
Jimmy
Montana Street, not just in a little spot. I go the entire route from Ochoa all the way to Copia, and there are people.
Oh, I know it well. I know it well.
Barbecuing and having a good time, waiting for the parade the next day.
Every year I forget it. I'm like, because I'm always making the rounds on holidays, you know. Got to go to mom's house and dad's house and all that stuff. And I live on Copia. So I'm like, oh man, I got to find another route.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, it gets bigger and bigger. You know, Joe Daubach has been around for us a long time, and I think when he got here, I don't know if he knew anything about building floats. But we have a gentleman who's been our parade chairman for like 60 years.
Parade chairman, that's cool.
Our parade chair for about 60 years.
60?
Yes, and he's a master float builder, and he taught Joe.
Master float builder,
He
like how
taught
cool
Joe
is that?
everything to do about
Yeah.
building floats. Joe has set the bar really high for float builders, and we have rules that you have to comply. And if you don't comply with them, we're not going to let you in. And he has raised the bar so high
That's
that
cool.
the floats now are
Only the
incredible.
best for El Paso.
Are incredible.
You guys got floats that blink at you, the heads turn, the wings flap,
absolutely.
like all kinds of cool stuff. El Paso, you're in for a treat.
Absolutely, like I said, the bar is set high, and Joe has done a tremendous job. And then there's Tony, Tony Valtier, who we call Bones.
Bones.
He's Bones, and he's a big guy, and
Yeah.
they call him Bones. I still haven't figured out where he got that name. But he is kind of Joe's right hand man, and he has learned a lot about float building.
That's cool.
I got so many things to do. I try to get out there to try to help, but all I can do is staple and saw, and they're doing all
Just hand them things,
and
right?
They're doing all the artistic work.
That's cool.
But I urge everybody to come on out on Thanksgiving Day. It is El Paso's largest event, obviously, because of the amount of people it draws. And it's just a tremendous event.
Right around the corner.
Also-
It's coming up. Oh, and you want to tell us who is the Grand Marshal?
That was the next thing. Our Grand Marshal is El Paso's our own Sanchez,
Woo.
Master Chef. Does a tremendous job, and he's El Pasoan, grew up here,
Yeah.
and now he's got his own restaurant. Well, I think he just closed the one in New Orleans. I talked to his brother, and he's in New York right now. No, I take that back. He's in Hawaii at a cooking show.
Nice.
At a cooking show in
Busy
Hawaii.
guy.
He is such a great guy. He is just a super guy. Come out and watch him, shake his hand if you get a chance. Aaron Sanchez, again, world-known chef who was from El Paso. So
awesome.
again, Thursday.
This Thursday. Tomorrow you got an
November
event
26th.
at the art gallery. We got Thanksgiving Day parade. And don't forget, we also have the oldest college holiday basketball tournament in the nation happening right here at John
Absolutely.
Haskins again.
Absolutely, our 67th year, I believe. It's the 67th year.
64th, I believe.
64th, yeah. It was in the 60s already, the longest running holiday collegiate basketball tournament. Our field this year, I think, is very good. Of course, UTEP is our host school. UTEP is our host school. I think they're going to have a pretty good basketball team. I went and saw them the other night. They look pretty good. I hope they keep it up. But then we also have Norfolk State. We have North Dakota State, and we have UC Irvine. UC Irvine won the tournament about 4 years ago, somewhere around there. They got a great basketball team, and the other teams have made it to the tournament, the tournament, the NCAA tournament. It's a great event as well. It's been going on for a long time. Invite everybody to come
I
out
love
there.
it.
And of course, along the way, we also have a cheer camp for young girls. We do a lot of things for the community that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
We have a cheer camp for girls the day before the game with the cheerleaders from both teams that are going to play.
Okay.
And we get about 250 underprivileged girls, boys and girls, to come and learn cheers and learn jumps.
That's so
And they're taught by
cool.
the school,
By the actual
by
cheerleaders
the
and from both
universities that
schools.
are
That's
playing
cool.
ensemble, correct. We also have associated with the basketball tournament, we have a basketball skills camp where all 4 teams take the time to come to the gym and do some drills with the players and talk to them. The coaches come, they talk to them, and they do some drills. They put on some exhibitions. When you got middle school kids and you see these guys just dunking the ball from underneath the basket, they go wild, and the players sign autographs, and it's just a fun
That's awesome.
thing for kids.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things we do. The night before the game at the convention center is our fan fiesta, and it's highlighted by the Battle of the Bands. Both university bands come and battle.
That's
it out.
fun.
And it starts at 4 o'clock. It goes to 10 o'clock.
Jeez.
And we have entertainment. We have food. There's vendors.
Big
There's
fiesta.
all kinds of work. A lot of mariachis. You have folklorico. It is just a big fun event. Last year, I don't know if you ever heard of the Spasmatics. There's a group out of Austin that it's a fantastic band. They brought the house down.
That's
They brought the house
awesome.
down. This year, again, the Convention Visitors Bureau sponsors that. Destination El Paso sponsors that, so they put it out and they bring the talent, and it's just a fantastic event. A couple of years ago, they had a drone show, probably the first drone show ever in El Paso for sure, and it was an amazing. You go outside, and 400 drones are doing, they're doing formations up there
Crazy.
that you couldn't believe. Yeah. And ever since then, other bowls.
You guys set the standards. That's so cool.
Exactly.
I love it.
There's a lot of events. Have I left anything out?
No, you
Pickleball.
covered it.
Pickleball.
Oh, that's right. We pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the country.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get in on the ground.
In the action,
on the ground floor. So we began a pickleball tournament last March. So our pickleball tournament goes in March. The first year we had close to 200 participants.
Can you imagine this next year and with all the new, like the pickleball facilities and all that kind of cool stuff? It's going to be awesome.
We had it at high school. We had it at Eastwood High School. We converted their tennis courts into pickleball courts.
That's cool.
They have 8 tennis courts. We converted them to 16 pickleball courts. We had almost 200 people participate.
Wow.
And it was so much fun.
You're going to need a bigger boat, Bernie.
That's exactly right. And we're looking for one. Our dream is to be able to move into the convention center where we could put, I think, 27 courts in the convention center. And
Or the
that's how I want to grow it. That's where I want to grow it. That's my dream, is to
got
build
goals.
to be able to, because
almost 100 years in the game, they still got goals here. I
we were
love it.
extremely lucky, and we're always lucky that the weather in March was absolutely perfect for that. Our weather for the football game was tremendous last year. Our weather for the parade was weather, but like they always say, if you don't like the weather in El Paso, just wait a couple of minutes.
Just wait 5 minutes.
It's gonna change. So like I said, we're busy all year round. Like I said, March, we have a flag football tournament in August, and it's a men's and women's flag football tournament, and that is growing as well. Flag football is going to be an Olympic sport, so it's growing.
We have a women's flag football team here too.
We have 3 divisions. We have the men's division, we have the women's division, and we have the co-ed division.
Oh.
So
co-ed.
it's yes.
Fascinating.
Yes, and the women have to be involved in that thing. I think 1 out of 3 plays has to have a woman involved, either throwing, thrown to, running, or something.
That's cool.
So it's not just 3 women standing around while the guys do it. They have to be part of it.
Or 3 guys standing around while the girls do it.
You know how it is.
Gotcha.
But anyway, and like I said, so those are some of the events. A lot of the other events that we have are mostly internal for our volunteers. By the way, like I said, we are a nonprofit organization. There's only 7 full-time employees at the Sunbelt Association to put all these events. So we rely on about 700 volunteers to help us out.
That being
so you
said,
all that are looking, if you want to get involved in one of the oldest organizations in the city,
reach
give
out.
us a call or go online, and Richie will talk to you about how we do that. Go online, fill out the form, and we'd love to have you.
Awesome.
And as far as marketing, I'm going to leave that to
we'll let Richie answer the marketing question, tips or advice, and do you guys use AI? And also, how do people find you?
Well, you can find us on social media and Instagram at Tony the Tiger Sunbull, Facebook Tony the Tiger Sunbull, all spelled out as well, and then on X or Twitter, Tony the Tiger SB, and you can find us online at www.sunbull.org. Like you said, you can go there, volunteer, check out all of our events or scheduled events. We also have a newsletter, the Sunbull Blaze, that is out once every month, so you can check out all the events that are happening. You can see a personal letter from the executive director's desk as well. And to keep up with the marketing, it's pretty much, especially now, this is crunch time, so we're getting into all of our big events. So you can see us everywhere. You can see us on billboards. You can hear Bernie every Tuesday on 600 ESPN with Steve Kapelos and Adrian Broaddus. We're doing Sunbull trivia to win tickets. You can tune in every Tuesday on 600 ESPN El Paso. And as far as social media, it's just keeping up with the times. You also have to take into account our demographic. A lot of them are around the ages of 45 years old up. So it is an older demographic, but we also want to cater to the younger demographic. So you'll see a lot of informational posts, a lot of informational videos, and then as well as you'll see a lot of fun reels as well that we've got going. We've got Frosted Flakes Fridays. We've got MVP Mondays to educate people on who our MVPs are. It's a lot of stuff for the sports fan, but it's a lot of stuff that is involved for the everyday person. You know, we've got a lot of lifestyle community events out there, and we try to highlight them at the best of our ability. As far as AI goes, I can't say I use it too much graphics-wise, video-wise. There's a lot of originality in our posts, a lot of original ideas. I've got a really, really great team of interns, a lot of great
You gotta roll that.
I've got a great team of interns and assistants with me. And they do an amazing job on our social media, and I'm just very blessed to have them around me.
Yeah.
And so in terms of AI, I would say more of just making sure that our spelling is correct, grammar is correct, that goes out on social media, as well as when I'm doing press releases, just making sure the grammar is correct. A lot of tweaking, a lot of stuff like that. But as far as graphics, videos wise, you'll never see AI from us. It's all original. It's all from an amazing team of assistants that I've gotten. Just very blessed to have it. Very blessed to have a great executive director with us that knows how to guide the ship, and he's done it for what, 24 years. 24 years now as our executive director, and I've been very blessed for a little bit less than a year to be the media relations director, and we hope you guys can come out. We hope you can see Thanksgiving morning. We hope we can see you for the basketball tournament at the Don Askins Center, December 21st and 22nd, and of course, the granddaddy of all, El Paso's greatest game, the 92nd annual Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. It's going to be a matchup between the Pac-12 or Pac-12 legacy schools versus the ACC. So you can catch El Paso's greatest game.
And for all those out there wondering, Richie, do you do any MC work, or do you do like the play-by-play on the games? Or
oh no, I'm not qualified. We've got two of the best.
You sound awesome.
We have 57 years on CBS. We've got Brad Nessler and Gary Danielson, two of some of the all-time greats. This will in fact be Gary Danielson's last game doing color commentary for CBS.
He's retiring, and you know what? When he first started doing it, I think he's done it for 17 years, Gary. And I remember seeing him, he hated El Paso. He hated coming.
They think they do.
Little by little.
Wear him down.
Yes. Little by little. He saw what we did. CBS wanted his last game to be the Army-Navy game. He said, no, I want the Super Bowl.
No way, that's too cool.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Wow.
That's Gary.
Yes.
Thanks, Gary.
We've had, Jim Nance, probably the most famous announcer. He did our game, I don't know how many times. We had Paul Horning, Green Bay great. Brookshire and Summerall. We've had the best. Musburger. We have had so many of the famous announcers.
Vern Lundquist.
Vern Lundquist. It is a big event, and I just got to get it to more people. And thank you for letting us.
No,
do
yeah,
this.
of course.
We got to get more people. We need to fill that stadium up and show the nation how El Paso stacks up.
Yeah.
Because if you look at some of the other bowls during that week, the stadiums are empty.
Not here. I mean, my brother and his dad have been going since. I mean, my brother was like old enough to walk.
And I forgot to mention, the pregame party. Again, across the street from the Sun Bowl, it is free of charge. Tony the Tiger's there, Kellogg's is there, and there'll be all the frosted flakes and milk that you want to have.
Don't tease me, Bernie. You got to tag me, man.
Want.
I'm gonna go to all these, especially where frosted flakes are involved. I want to be there.
And once again, I'll reiterate again, it's more than a football game.
Yes.
It is more than a football game. There's something for the
So
whole
much
family
more.
there.
Year-round
And like I said,
events.
These are quality of life events that that we bring to the community.
I love it. Did we cover everything, everybody?
I can't think
We've covered pretty much everything. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for having us.
No, thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. Real quick, I want sponsor shout outs. So real quick, as always, I want to go on and thank Star City Studios for always allowing me this gorgeous space to come in and do my podcast. I literally couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much to you and your team. Also, I want to give a shout out to El Paso Beauty and Barber Academy. If you or anybody interested in that field, please recommend EBBA. They're the newest beauty academy in El Paso. Everything from barbering, esthetician, cosmetology, lash tech, and nail tech, morning, evening, hybrid classes, bilingual. You just have to be 17 years or older, and you can graduate within, I think, 3 to 9 months, just depending on the field that you're doing. And they're constantly adding new things for their students to just make it the best academy for them. So reach on out to them, share the love. Also, El Paso Family Dental. If you guys need a new dentist, reach out to Dr. Retis and his team. They're amazing. I've used them for my aligners and pulling my wisdom teeth out. The team is amazing. I can't say enough good about them. They're there on the west side across from Franklin High School. Rampage Strength Fitness. if you guys are looking for a gym, they're 24/7 right here in Central El Paso. I love them. I love the personal training as well, so check them out. And then also Conservation Society of El Paso, if you're looking for another nonprofit, they're awesome, right? They're so cool. Go and check them out. They got big things coming in the pipeline for us here in El Paso, out in the boonies out there, right by the Rio. So make sure to give them a follow. And as always, go local El Paso. Real quick, if you guys need any help with your marketing, please remember I do work at Leo Marketing. We're a local full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. We are not on mañana time. We completely understand deadlines. We can help you with everything from traditional TV, radio, billboard, print, online streaming to digital content. Social media, video production is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, SEM, Google Ads, event planning. If you need PR, community outreach, all that good stuff, just reach out to me and I can help you. Also, if you're interested in promoting your business on Annie's Adventures, I can help you with that as well. I just need a week or two notice and I'll go on and be out there. So just reach out to me, guys. I'm here to help the community. As always, thank you so much for going local, and we'll see you next time. Go support these businesses. Tell them I sent you. Bye.